we'll start from the beginning. So on line 1, we're essentially saying what the group of tests is being called. In this one, we just simply wanted the homepage to load. So we made it super simplistic. We said, well, we want to load the homepage. We specifically then, going down, we specifically said, hey, we want the browser to open up at a specific size. So when Cypress is testing, it's using a headless Chrome browser to test things. And therefore, we're saying we want it to open up by 1800 by 1536. And then we specifically want to configure the main URL we use to be the Canadian one. Now, the Canadian one is, as I mentioned before, Quake serves both US and Canada. So making sure that the US side is great, but we also have to make sure that the Canadian site is also great. It's performing and there's no issues with it specifically. So we have 2 separate URLs that we're able to get the content based upon US versus Canada. And specifically, we wanted to serve that in and say, this is the URL of the multi-dev we would be testing with. So we'll pass that in as an environment variable. And then on line 6, we are specifically, this is where we start the individualized tests. So IT is referring to the actual test that we want to do. And we're saying that we want to confirm there's a link to the alternate site on that homepage. And so we're saying what page we want to visit to. We're saying we want to visit to the homepage, so the slash. We want to go to the bottom of the site, all the way to the bottom. So scroll all the way to the bottom. And then we want to get the specific, using CSS selectors, we are specifically identifying, okay, here's the link we want to grab. And we want to make sure that it has the text Quake USA. And then we want to make sure it has a specific class of menu link US. And that was, again, the simplest test we wrote just to start dipping our toe into the water of doing some simplistic end-to-end testing.